the station, gateway to the Belsavis penal colonies. Feel free to ask me about our correctional facilities.
Can it, 05? This is a prison, not a tourist attraction. Warden Plate's already cleared you for entry, Captain. Just don't let me catch you sneaking in any contraband.
I'm a professional. I never get caught.
Huh. Funny. Normally, I'd confiscate your equipment, but the Warden wants you planetside ASAP. Given the situation, I figure he'll want you carrying.
What does the Warden want with me?
Couldn't say. Best not to keep him waiting, though. Just take the shuttle and report to the Warden immediately. And be careful, it's nasty down there.
It's you to finally show up, Captain. Hope you're ready to get your hands dirty. I'm Warden Plate. This here's my second-in-command, Growl. Now, let's get one thing straight. This is my prison. You want to help out, bust a few heads? Fine. But you'll do things my way. Understand?
I do things one way. Mine.
You just watch yourself. Endanger my men, and I'll punt your sorry butt right off this rock. This facility houses some of the galaxy's most dangerous criminals. It was one of the Republic's best-kept secrets until the Empire caught on.
Our guards found a subspace transmitter in one of the prison wards. Crude, but functional. Must have taken decades to scrap together.
Blasted thing led the Imperials right to us. They snuck in, sprang the prisoners, and blew open the armories in a single strike.
You're telling me the prisoners are all free and armed?
That's the short of it. The military's already sent a few elite detachments our way. Been about as useful as a tauntaun in a sandstorm.
Last we heard, they'd lost the deep prison. Encountered some unknown species in the maximum security wing. And they're getting pummeled.
Let them sweat. Our priority is securing this level. And that means stamping out a gang of lunatics calling themselves the Condemned. They're all second and third generation prisoners. Born and raised right here in the prison. Just as twisted as the scum they're descended from.
Sounds like they got a pretty raw deal.
Save your sympathy. They're animals. Every last one. Thanks to them, our security fields are down and our access to the armories has been cut off. We're sitting naked here. If we can retake the armories and get those fields back online, we'll be in business. Then we'll... Wait, what's that?
Warden! Return fire! Seal off the wing! No one gets in or out without my say-so! Kelsa, how's the Warden?
Dead, sir. Clean shot to the head. I think that makes you the new Warden.
I hadn't thought of that.
Congrats on the promotion. Too bad about Plate, though.
Plate may have been a bit of a curmudgeon, but he performed his duties admirably. Securing this station is our first priority. Another ambush like that and we're through. Our security field should keep the prisoners out. Some condemned saboteurs trashed the field generator. The whole network is down.
Leave it to me, sir. A few tools, a little elbow grease, and I'll have that generator back up in no time.
That generator could still be crawling with prisoners. I'd feel a lot better knowing someone was watching our back.
You've got guards. Have them escort her.
Until those fields are up, I need all security personnel defending the station. I'm afraid that just leaves you.
Just let me slip into something more blaster-resistant.
The generator isn't far. Just keep those lunatics away from Kelsa. Give them one for the Warden.
That should do it. Throw the switch and cross your fingers.
We're all here. It looks like that did it. The security fields just went up. Not a moment too soon. Even better,
That boost jump-started the station's internal generators. We're rerouting power to them now.
That means the prisoners won't be able to knock out the fields again, right?
For the time being. You did good. And thank you for looking after Kelsa. She's only a junior corrections officer. I'd hate to see anything happen to her. On that note, I just received intel from Republic Command that those condemned lunatics have already responded to our shield restoration. They just hit another armory. This one's unique, though. It's stocked with all kinds of prototype weaponry, including our new Magnetar rifles.
Those prisoners really have the run of the place, don't they?
I told you it was bad. This latest development certainly doesn't help. The Magnetar rifles were specifically designed to disrupt energy shields. The technology's experimental, but effective. Our security fields won't last against one of those things. A single shot takes a while to load up, but it could punch right through our defenses.
How is this a surprise? Of course they'd go after a shield-destroying weapon.
Did we anticipate it was possible? Yes. Did we have the manpower to do anything about it? No. I need you to get to that armory and secure those weapons. Those maniacs escape with even one rifle. It's over for us. Try not to kill anyone if you can. There's been enough death already. Bring the rifles back to the station once you've retrieved them. We're all out.
Here. These stun grenades should take the fight out of them.
Welcome back. Glad to see you made it. With all the rifles, no less. I appreciate you keeping the body count to a minimum. Last thing we need is to provoke the rioters even further. With the shield generator online and the Magnetar rifles back in our hands, we'll be safe for a while. Thank you.
It's so hard to be humble, knowing how great I am.
Wish I had 50 more like you. Good news. We finally have a lead on the Condemned's ringleader. Found this holo recording on one of Plate's assassins. Take a look.
Brothers, sisters, I am Niranos. Like you, I was born into captivity, shackled by the crimes of my ancestors. Our forefathers rot in the bowels of this prison, their debt to the Republic repaid in full. Yet, here we remain, guiltless. We must stand united against this injustice. Together we will tear down these walls and seize our freedom.
It goes on from there, but you get the idea. This guy is bad news. He's cunning, ruthless, and worst of all, charismatic.
So we've got a name and a face. Doesn't bring us any closer to stopping him.
Actually, this little tirade told us more about him than we could have hoped for. Niranos is dangerous, but he's just a puppet. The Empire's been using him to provoke the inmates. Fortunately, they slipped up.
That's right. I isolated several audio cues from the recording and got a fix on its origin. Could be their headquarters.
This is the break we've been waiting for. Now that we know where they're hiding, we can finally take the fight to them.
I've been itching for a little payback.
I hear that. It won't feel right until they've paid for Warden Plate's murder. Niranos and his Imperial cohorts are the brains behind the Condemned. We take them out, we end this riot. Get to their hideout. If Niranos is there, eliminate him. Otherwise, find out what they're up to. Any insight could go a long way.
Why aren't you handling it yourself?
Too overt. They'll run if they think we're onto them. Hang on to those stun grenades Kelsa gave you. Kill the Imperials if you like, but again, I'd prefer the prisoners were subdued non-lethally. Contact me when you've cleared out of the base. I'll be waiting for your report.
Rawl, the leaders aren't here, and you're going to want to hear this.
A neural disruptor? Can they even do that?
It's possible, sir. Would incapacitate us all. However, I should be able to recalibrate the security shields to block out its effects.
Do it. I don't want to be a twitching, drooling heap when the Condemned get here. That's one crisis averted. But you better get back here fast. Once they realize the disruptor didn't work, they'll attack in force.
I thought the station's shields were supposed to keep you safe.
Well, even security fields have their limits. And I'd rather not wait to see how long ours can stand up to a full-scale attack. Hurry back as soon as you can. We're all out. We held them off for a while, but they broke through. Most of our personnel fell back to the armory, but Kelsa, she was a model officer. Those animals cut her down without a second thought. Would have been a massacre if you hadn't warned us about that disruptor. Oh, they'll die for this. The Condemned, the Imperials, and Niranos.
I'll hunt down every last one of them.
Do what you have to do. They're barricaded in the control room. We prevented them from slicing the central terminal remotely. Now they're trying to access it manually. I saved one of the Magnetar rifles for you. Should get you through the security fields. Get in there and finish this.
How do you work this thing? This antiquated tech is older than... Niranos? Company.
Your infamy precedes you, Captain. Tales of your exploits have breached even these walls. I'm glad our paths have finally crossed.
What's your game, Niranos?
I seek only justice. Neither I nor my comrades have committed any crime against the Republic. We will have our freedom, one way or another.
Do shut up, Niranos. No one wants to hear another speech. Just kill this upstart.
We came to negotiate, Imperial. Fight your own battles.
Speak for yourself. I'll take a fistful of Imperial credits over your crusade any day.
At least a few of you animals know the meaning of loyalty. As for you, Niranos, you can die with the rest.
My own men, throwing me to the Imperials for a few credits. Only a lifetime in prison will breed that kind of desperation. But please, put down your weapon and let us speak. No one else needs to die today. I would have negotiated sooner, but those Imperial watchdogs wouldn't allow it.
I thought they were your allies. Why the sudden change of heart?
The Empire's aims were never ours. They extended a helping hand, only to catch us by the throat. But if words are not enough, allow me to prove my sincerity. Attention, my fellow condemned. This is Niranos. Lay down your arms. It's time we resolve this peacefully.
Stop right there, you murdering scum! You won't poison this prison anymore! Why are you just standing there? Kill that lunatic so we can end this madness!
I don't remember asking you for pointers.
If you think I'll just stand by and watch a bunch of convicts overrun my prison!
Neither I nor any of the condemned have ever been convicted of a crime. We merely inherited our ancestors' sentences. All we want is our freedom. Perhaps a small piece of land on Belsavis, where we can live in peace. We deserve that much.
Only thing this nutcase deserves is a blaster bolt between the eyes. If you don't kill him, I will!
You've heard our demands. Do what you will. Just know that I'll die before I return to that cell.
Niranos is willing to forget the past, Grawl. It's time you did the same. Do the right thing and help him settle his people.
Yes, you're right. This has gone too far. You'll have your freedom, Niranos. You're going to work for it. I expect you and your people to help us restore order here.
Agreed. And thank you for seeing reason. We will not forget this.
I'm just glad we were able to settle this without any more violence.
As am I.
The sector is more or less secure now, but a Colonel Hauer has been asking for assistance in the high security wing. I told him I didn't have any men to spare, but that you might be able to lend a hand. He's expecting you now. You go on ahead. We've got things under control here. Just be careful. The innermost wings are real madhouses.
Colonel Hoyer, Warden Grawl told me you could use a hand here.
That's right, heard you put down a riot in his neck of the woods. Heck of a feat.
Certainly piqued my interest,
Senator Tudos, chairman of the Penal Oversight Committee. Delighted to finally meet you. Maybe later we could talk about shifting some sensitive cargo to my estates on Coruscant.
Senator, focus.
Right. Things have spiraled out of control here. Thousands of prisoners on the loose. Segregation thrown out the door. A veritable frenzy of interspecies violence.
Then I'd hop on the first ship out of here. This is no place for a senator.
Tempting, but the Republic has invested no small sum into this facility. I need to make sure certain interests are being protected. Our biggest concern is a tribe of Ratataki called the Blood of Talith. A bunch of raving fanatics bent on slaughtering every other species. They are ambitious, crafty. Recently took to ambushing warden droids and stripping away their power cores.
Intel suggests they're compiling the stolen power cores into one massive bomb. Probably mean to blast their way out of here.
With any luck, those loonies will cross a wire and blow themselves up.
Unlikely. They're crazy, not stupid. If the Ratataki break free, they'll kill anyone they find. Guards, prisoners.
Not to mention senators. You've got to disable that bomb and contain this madness.
Isn't that in your job description?
Ensuring the Senator's immediate safety is my top priority right now. It'd probably be best to keep the Ratataki from acquiring any more power cores. If you can retrieve some of the power cores they stole, we should be able to modify the Warden droids to prevent future tampering.
Dismantling that bomb comes first, though. There should be a security terminal somewhere in the area. Report in when you've defused the bomb.
Senator, I've disarmed the bomb. The Ratataki aren't going anywhere.
Excellent. A crisis contained is a crisis controlled. I'll inform Colonel Howard at once.
Gina Hagwa, Buntogu, Chubalonkaku, Subala wa Wunikupa, Domtitak Makichis.
What's that? Is someone else there?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Back up and start over.
That's enough! I'm a member of the Republic Senate. I don't answer to the likes of you. Colonel Howard and I were overseeing a military exercise of sorts. Project Noble Focus. We tested prisoners of varying species against one another and analyzed the results. All entirely consensual.
Kavaji Oto, Takogo Hota, no pisto.
Here I thought all the scum around here were behind bars.
Everything I did for the good of the Republic. Surely a few prisoners' lives don't outweigh that.
Unda kavakio topa bubanda baka, murishaneta, kiko obo kili, otabunki donko, patak.
Ratataki are a dangerous bunch. You're lucky to be alive.
Gaptula do bota, kipuna male tota, ad mishka kabanotasema, chiliska chananga, waning chikospa, inigo dade.
Don't waste your time with filth like him. He made his bed, now I can lie in it.
You'll be safe in the minimum security wing. I can tell you how to get there.
Fapa, Giowanta hompa muli.
If you're done fraternizing with prisoners, we can use you back at the base. There are new developments. Colonel Howard can fill you in when you get here. We'll talk more then.
Just told me you defused the bomb. Not a moment too soon. And I see you brought back the stolen power cores. I'll have our engineers start modifying the Warden droids immediately.
The Ratataki still have the run of the wing, but at least we've contained them. For now.
That's one crisis averted. What's our next move?
Our satellites have picked up a large number of Ratataki in the Nemoidian compound. Up to their usual antics.
Here I was, hoping it was just a social call.
The satellite images we've seen are pretty grisly. Far as we can tell, they're butchering the Nemoidians.
Don't the Ratataki ever sleep?
Apparently not. It's been a steady stream of mayhem since they escaped. We've confirmed that Solkaz, the Blood of Talath's ringleader, is personally overseeing this latest massacre.
He's everything you could want in a fanatical leader. Loud, ruthless, and utterly demented.
Eliminating Solkaz will take the fight out of the Ratataki. Show them who's in charge. You've got to get down there and stop him.
I don't usually bother with little jobs like yours, but I guess I can make an exception.
Expect a bloody fight. Solkaz rarely does anything without someone dying.
Make sure it's not you.
Oh, that stench. Almost as bad as the Nemoidians. And your face. Disgusting. I will cut it off.
I'm shaking in my boots. Promise.
You laugh now. You will scream later. Your body will be discarded with the rest of the Nemoidian filth. Your head, I keep. And the lizards, they shall eat well tonight.
It's done. Solkaz fell in battle.
There, you see, Growl? Problem solved.
You created that murdering slime, Senator. As far as I'm concerned, you're the problem.
You remember the Warden? Afraid he doesn't much care for our little project.
Your little project jeopardized the entire prison and violated countless ethics laws. You should be put away.
I thought the project was classified. How'd you find out about it?
A few prisoners escaped and found their way here. We're scared half to death, rambling on about secret experiments and war games.
Spare me the show. The Republic has poured countless resources into containing these degenerates. It's high time we got something in return.
And we have. Project Noble Focus has given us a world of insight into the different species' strengths and limitations. Just think. Entire campaigns planned with each species' capabilities in mind, our wartime efficiency will skyrocket.
You may be right about that.
Whatever your feelings, this project, and our involvement in it, needs to remain classified.
Think of the backlash if this gets out. Every planet in the Republic will be up in arms. Entire systems could secede over this. Surely a few dead convicts aren't worth all that.
He's right. Preserving the Republic's stability is more important than punishing these two.
Get off my planet then, Senator.
Happy to.
That settles that. Now to bigger concerns. We've got trouble in the maximum security wing. General Skyless says some unidentified species is tearing through his men. Deep prison is where the true horrors of Belsavis lie. If Skyless can't stop them, all this will have been for nothing. Help him.
Chest hurts. Try not to breathe, son. Ribs broken, almost punctured your lung. Gonna try and move it.
General Skylast, we've lost the bridge. Enemies smashed through, heading right for us.
Knew we couldn't hold them long. Tell everyone to fall back. We'll make our stand here. Welcome to the front lines, Captain. Hope you're looking for a fight. Pretty soon, we'll be up to our elbows in kill-crazy warmongers.
You'll need to be more specific. What are we dealing with here?
Imperials got careless, opened something they shouldn't have, unleashed an entire army on us, some species we've never seen. They're called Eshka, remnants of a galaxy-spanning civilization predating the Republic. Couldn't play nice and got sentenced here. Permanently.
Things were bad enough when we only had riots to deal with. Now we've got a whole army on the loose?
Well, at least they're not taking sides. Imperials have been getting hit as hard as we have. These Eshka are relentless. Been hammering us non-stop. Won't be long before they overrun us. We need a diversion, something to put them on the defensive and stall their momentum. That's where you come in.
This is gonna upset me, isn't it?
What I'm proposing is dangerous, but it beats waiting for the Eshka to wipe us out. We've pinpointed two potential targets, a supply depot and an outpost housing some of the Eshka's key leaders. Hitting either of those ought to draw their warriors back and allow us to retake some ground.
Taking out that depot ought to slow down the Eshka.
The depot is packed with munitions and medical supplies. Destroy it all. You're also welcome to take a crack at those lieutenants. Risky, but every bit helps. I'll see if I can get some more answers about these Eshka while you're out. Good hunting. Once the Eshka realized their supplies were being wiped out, they turned tail just like we hoped. Pulling back now. Should give us time to catch our breath. Thanks.
It's so hard to be humble, knowing how great I am.
Wasn't just a fluke. I can see that. You've probably guessed the Republic didn't build this place. It was constructed thousands of years ago by a species called the Rakata. The Rakata hated the Eshka. Wrote about them like they were a plague. Waged a war that engulfed the entire galaxy. In the end, the Eshka were nearly wiped out. The few 100,000 survivors brought here to be locked away in stasis.
If only the Imperials had known how dangerous the Eshka were.
Idiots were so giddy about making life difficult for us. They didn't notice all the do not open signs. The Eshka conquered half the galaxy in their heyday. And they'll pick up right where they left off if they ever escape. Your raid caught them off guard. They're crippled, shaken. Now is the time to press our advantage and halt their advance for good.
You got a brilliant plan, right?
Naturally. We've traced the bulk of the Eshka's comm activity back to a small cavern. We think they're using it as a command station. Whoever's in there is coordinating the Eshka's entire offensive. It's our best shot at taking out their leadership. I want you to take it.
The sooner this is done, the better.
There's a lot of extra comm chatter coming out of that station. Not sure what all the commotion is about, but we can't wait to find out. Find the station, take out the leadership. Then, maybe we can go back to pushing the Imperials off this rock.
Tasted the dark side, have they? How enlightening. Killing me will bring them further down the path.
Zinies jur drukal jasbro, bien furkdan mitov, makopiet ni horma, gurm genakt.
You won't last 2 seconds against me.
Don't waste words on these vermin. Kill them and be done with it.
Jik inter, mebeg.
Probably right. He is Sith, after all. Finish him off and we'll get started.
No, wait!
Hebmjefne, afregiest, lidnixtik, tiestle, ile. Ihr helst ik karti, jik inter, mebeg drest pasiat dan.
The Eshka General is dead. But he mentioned something about awakening a world Razer that would destroy us all.
Wait, the World Razer? He said that?
So maybe it is true. This is bad.
Yeshka seemed to think this world Razer was going to destroy the planet.
Yeah, sounds like what you'd expect from a world Razer. A few deep cell inmates were babbling about it. Could barely understand a word they said, much less put any stock in it. Went on about this thing in the planet's core. Claimed it was massive, as old as the galaxy. I thought it was just superstitious nonsense.
It's a big galaxy. Anything's possible.
Certainly seen my share of crazy stuff down here. If this world Razer actually exists, waking it up is probably the worst thing the Eshkar could do. You've got to stop them. Best place to start is the deep prison. All kinds of ancient monstrosities sealed away down there. You'll be on your own, though. Watch yourself. You made it. Good. Now listen up. Got a possible lead on that world Razer. Recon droids picked up a large contingent of Eshkar headed for the prison bowels. Elite soldiery. Very dangerous. Led by none other than the Eshkar's patriarch, Gore Claw. If that maniac's involved, it's a sure bet they're up to something.
Call me when you've got something more concrete.
It's just a hunch. But a man can either trust his gut, or get plugged in it. The Eshkar are gonna need one heck of a trump card if they want off this rock. My money's on the world Razer. Dug up some records on the thing. Very apocalyptic. Saw phrases like, destroyer of planets and eater of stars more often than I'd like.
You want me to stop it with my blaster?
The entire Republic fleet may not have the firepower to take that thing down. That's why we keep it here, imprisoned. Overheard some Eshkar comm chatter. Something about disabling a fail-safe. Could be our ticket to stopping all this nonsense. The transmission came from a nearby cave. Lots of Eshkar assembling there. Gonna need you down there to see what this fail-safe is all about.
Looks like I don't have any choice but to play along.
This mission will take you deeper into Belsavis than anyone's gone. It's a dangerous world down there, but the Republic, heck, maybe the galaxy, is counting on you. Good luck.
D'accord, l'unité de guerre, putain, объясните это first, янтерогисек. Abi puedermos dolegan de bisobedience.
That made no sense at all. Try again.
Объясните это first, янтерогисek.
You've already freed the world Razer?
Maro gialdes mat gzenki. Tuom mafork naho ratiest bi erimu. Ikotriest nigiak daka. Tudem fogien tiekia dakshek. Hestsenya. Avukiet circuma ratiesge kore.
Save it. I didn't come all this way to chat.
Blesmiet minija zraben jigiawa magoriest kita judur. Inti galiesti mi beksta inti.
You can't put a price on a grateful republic. Well, maybe I can.
Koruli inti hinorbiet tietgia lichik tirged lagadur bra kal janasies nirho.
I came here to activate the Burning Way, not destroy it. And on that note...
Yes, meta, inti, kitelmel umdor. Varjek, hiesnet, se yekrest, nikilest, shark inti.
There you are. We were getting worried. Thought maybe I'd sent you to your death down there.
General Skyless told me about the World Razer. Hard to believe something like that's been down in the vaults this whole time.
So what happened? Did you stop the World Razer?
I had some turbulence, but I worked things out.
Knew I could count on you. Fine work out there.
I can't thank you enough for all your contributions. You've done the Republic a real service. Project Noble Focus would still be up and running if you hadn't exposed Senator Tudos and stopped those Ratataki.
And you even took out Goreclaw. Good riddance, I say. That lunatic had it coming.
Are we done? Can I go now?
The Eshkar are still on the lam, but they've taken a big hit today. Still plenty of stragglers, but with Goreclaw dead, a lot of them have started killing each other. Weird, but I can't complain. You put a lot on the line to help us out there. The Republic owes you one.